Hi, my name's Colin Peevely,
And I'm Josh Alexander.
and this is the Out of Place podcast.
Together, we travel the country to bring you to a new destination with each episode.
From current events to crazy stories, we discuss just about anything and everything.
So follow along with each episode as we continue to be out of place. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Out of Place podcast. Today, we are back in our office because it is 38 degrees outside.
It's cold.
Anyway, last week it was 85 and we were outside and planning to go outside, and now it is 38. So we're back inside.
And that is not to say that it has been cold for a bit. It just got cold.
Yeah, like it dropped overnight.
Like Sunday, warm. Sunday was 80 degrees. And now we're at like what? We're in like 40s right now.
I was just checking my phone.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
We're good to go.
Would you like to tell them the news?
So after the announcement of the M1X
MacBook Pro.
we said, "Oh, that looks nice," and Joshua's getting one.
So you're going to see a comprehensive review from our own
You will.
eyes.
You will get to see an actual new MacBook with top of the line specs.
Top of the line.
Everything except max storage. That's
yeah.
it. It's going to be 4 terabytes.
4 terabytes.
4 terabytes. is
M1
still
Max,
quite a bit.
64 gig of RAM. This is like the magnum opus.
Yeah, this is like the top of the line for MacBook Pro at least.
So now that we have that, when are you getting the framework?
When Framework wants to sponsor this video,
Linus, if you're there.
Linus, if you want to give us a Framework laptop,
We
will
would
do a
love
review.
to do it like
Hey,
an actual review.
I'll be honest. We will do a review and we'll give you the laptop back.
Yeah,
Like, we
like-
don't need to keep the
No,
laptop.
we just want to do it.
We're good.
We want to
We
like
just want to
actually
see
use
it.
one.
Yeah, we want to give our honest opinion. Maybe we'll send a clip of this to the people at Framework.
Framework.
See what they think about it.
Hey, because we've talked about it on the show for a long time.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see it, I mean, like,
Let us know.
how
We'll try to
about
make
how
that
about
happen.
this?
Hmm.
We'll make a clip of me talking about this right now. Everybody just watch it and like it, and maybe subscribe if you want to. But like, get the views up and the likes up on the video,
What you have
and
to
we
do is you
might
have to
be
give
able
your
to.
statement. You like, why do you feel like you deserve to review the Framework laptop? You have to be like, hello, my name is
Because-
Colin.
My name is Colin Peevler, and I've been talking about this laptop, and people have responded to it, and they want to see it too. So I'm thinking,
The mission statement.
I get my hands on it. I give my honest review. I already have high marks for it without even touching it. I'll make that clear. I already think it's going to be great. I just want to make sure it is.
Yeah. So we want to review the Framework laptop. Let's try to reach out and get one so we can review it.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make it
Our
happen.
show only has like 20 subscribers.
Honestly, though, we're getting the top-of-the-line new MacBook Pro, which is conceivably harder than getting a Framework laptop.
So let's shoot our shot. Shoot our
so
shot.
maybe
if you
we
want,
can.
If you want to see this, let us know. Anyway, moving on about the actual MacBook, there have been some specs leaked about it that I think
Yeah.
are pretty interesting. The biggest one that's come out is they've started running like bench tests, and they're comparing the M1 Max to the 3080 laptop GPU.
That is impressive.
3080 Max Q. Now, here's where it gets fishy though. In terms of performance workload, it's like right there with it.
Yeah.
It's like right on spec, and it actually beats out the RX 6800M, which is the top of the line Radeon RX processor, or RX graphics card. My bad. Anyway, it does really well in terms of like performance in like apps for creative thinkers, stuff like that, like Premiere, DaVinci, Photoshop, Lightroom, but bombs at gaming.
Really?
Like bombs. It does horrible.
In all fairness, it's macOS, which has always sucked at gaming for the
Yeah.
most part. So, I mean, I can see that. So I'm wondering if it's actually a software limitation, not a hardware.
We don't know. Big thing is that if you're looking from a analytical standpoint, M1X is right up there with the 3080 Max Q in terms of performance loads. So if you're buying this computer for performance in terms of visual apps like Premiere and DaVinci and Photoshop, go ahead and grab it. But if you're trying to game on this thing, I don't know why you would spend $5,000 to game on a MacBook.
So we're gonna do a review on this MacBook.
We're gonna do a
and
gaming review.
If it let's we'll start low. We'll see if we can play Minecraft. If it bombs at Minecraft,
it can easily play. Dude, our
No,
computers can play Minecraft.
that's true. I wonder, like, I mean, we can actually like test that.
Oh yeah,
if
we
want
can.
to.
We can run full benchmarks on it and everything.
I've got some games that are playable on Mac OS.
Yeah,
on Steam.
I have some as well. I have like Subnautica, Rust.
Subnautica would be a good one. Rust would be a good one too.
Rust is one of those like most people don't know it's Mac compatible. Like you can play
that's
Rust
true.
on Mac OS X.
What else do we got? It doesn't
Minecraft.
It doesn't sound like this should be a good one, but Lego Jurassic World. I'm serious. It's meant to run on the Xbox One.
Okay.
So if you have anything lower than an Xbox One, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's almost not playable.
So, but the big thing that everyone was talking about is that the original leaks came out and they were comparing the M1 Max to a PlayStation GPU, which I think is like a 2070 Max Q.
Yeah.
So everyone was comparing it to that, but then they've started doing benchmarks, and for performance apps, it's pretty much up there with the 3080 Max Q.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I would
At half the power consumption.
I would bet a lot on
Or 40%.
software limitation for the games.
Yeah,
To be honest,
because
but
it's ARM.
But who's buying a MacBook Pro
Yeah, to
for
play
games,
video, yeah.
You know?
Who is like, I'm gonna cash out $6
Yeah.
grand for the ultimate Mac gaming rig?
I mean, maybe you want to play a game on the side. I can understand that, but like, you do not get it for gaming.
No,
And honestly, you shouldn't like get a laptop for gaming because
Oh,
it's
no.
it's going to be
it's gonna bog no matter what.
it's gonna be worse than you can get on a desktop of lower value.
Yeah. The only reason, like, one of the reasons I had a gaming laptop for so long was because I always had to move all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you have to be portable, then it's
Like I was I was sleeping in a different place like every other night. So it
Yeah.
was like I had to have like my gaming machine with me. But then like I got a desktop and it's like, why?
Yeah, once
Why
you
did-
get a desktop,
why?
you're like, oh, this is way easier. I don't have to move anything.
And then you have to like set it on the table and you always have to plug it in.
Yeah.
So like it takes like 20 minutes to set up, and then by the time you like start playing your game, you have to leave.
Yeah, because the battery life on those big gaming laptops
Like the
is like,
Alienware R15,
like 40 minutes.
R17.
It's insane.
Yeah, they die in like 10 seconds. But anyway, back to our conclusive statement. We're gonna get new Mac.
Yeah. So what do you want to try on it? I mean, I know you want to try DaVinci.
DaVinci.
I know you want to try
Because
DaVinci.
I want to see if my normal workload can translate, because I do DaVinci every week for the episodes. I do, and also I want to do like DaVinci 4K, because right now all I do is I do 4K recording, downsampled to 1080p, and exported in H.264. I want to try and go for the gold and go for that 4K crisp.
That would be great.
Full in, full out. Start putting the show in 4K. People can
Oh,
start to
that
look at all of our-
reminds me. Camera announcement.
Really? Oh yeah.
Camera announcement.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and talk
I
about
love
that.
how I said really.
Go ahead and talk about that, Josh.
All right.
We have a lot of announcements
Yeah.
here today.
In the past, when we do it, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
I love just
Had to think about
pause.
this. Yeah.
We on Saturday, Colin and I went ahead and went out into the beautiful wilderness of McConnell Springs with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K.
It was beautiful.
It's crisp.
And it's not okay, so we're doing kind of a slow integration with it.
Mhm.
You guys are probably going to see it more like probably sooner.
Yeah.
Because we're going to plan on using it in here
Yeah.
a lot, but taking it out with us places, we're on the fence still
Yeah.
about
It was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. And the big thing is we didn't have any stabilization for it. So
Yeah,
it
that was rough.
It was really rough. But the thing is, we can.
Plus, this show is on a tripod. It's just other things that we might want to do.
Yeah, we've talked about potentially doing other things, not so much within the show, but outside of the show under the same brand. So expanding out of place to doing more in different places, because right now we're just like stuck inside. And we're like,
Yeah.
the whole point of the brand and the show is kind of fallen out of
And
whack.
so soon you'll be able to see every detail of every pore on our face, even though
Oh,
we
God.
don't want you to.
Oh God,
So-
I'm still gonna like downsample it. Watch, I'm just gonna be like, you know what?
You're just gonna blur our faces.
We're just gonna be I'm gonna get like a square and put it over us. And we're just gonna
Yeah.
be 2 squares.
So basically, the only reason we're not using it right now is because we're waiting on that MacBook to really get the best performance out of it, out of
Yeah.
the footage.
yeah.
I mean, we can.
I can edit it,
Yeah.
but it's a drag. And also, it'll take much longer with the systems I have like right now. And one of the reasons that I think this computer is going to be so revolutionary for us is because we're not limited into like.
And we're just gonna be able to.
I could take the
it
card
straight
out of
out,
the
yeah.
camera, pop it into the side of the computer, and I could sit here on the couch and edit the episode
So
instead of having to get it, pack up, go home, go to my workstation, drop it in, do it all, export it, bounce it, upload it, and then we come back and repeat the process every week.
it's some work.
Yeah, just
But
and then we're in.
so that camera takes a what is it? A compact flash.
Yeah, take a CF and an
Does-
SD.
okay, so
It's older, so yeah, take CF.
do they make CF to USB-C adapters?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know they make C. Yeah, they surely do, because when I worked, as a photographer, videographer for I'm not where, and then like I did that, they had CF readers that went USB.
If it's in Thunderbolt, we're
just gonna
gonna
get-
be in business.
yeah, you're gonna be limited by the CF card.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
honestly.
the biggest thing you're gonna be limited by,
So-
just because it's older. But we just have to wait and see. And I definitely know that we've talked a lot about things we're gonna do for the future. And I definitely think that this summer is going to kind of be the rebirth of what we're doing. I mean, we're going to continue the show every single week. That's our pledge, and that's what we're going to do. Keep talking about what we talk about. But I definitely think come summer, we're going to definitely spring and summer.
Yeah, I would have to agree. What else do you want to test on the new MacBook? So we've already kind of talked about games. We can pull up some games.
Yeah, I definitely think I would do Logic, dude.
We
I
gonna get Logic. We're gonna ball out and get Logic.
Yeah, Logic has a universal binary right now,
Yeah.
so you can use it. But I mean, we'll get Logic, we'll ball out. Let's go ahead and plug every mic that we have and record them all at the same time and see, if we
Sure.
can do it. How
Let's see
many
if it can replace our whole workstation.
I mean, it's something to think about, because in all honesty, you have your Mac now, and
I do.
Our little alien is obsolete. It died.
I would agree. But the thing is with our big boy audio setup, I can plug my MacBook into it.
Yeah, so we can leave the station
You
there.
can plug everything into your MacBook.
Yeah,
though.
because we have. You can plug it directly into your computer, and I can as well, because we have all the adapters still.
Yeah. I mean, mine will just plug in natively. You would need the adapter.
Yeah,
But
I'd have to go.
it's
to
not a
Type-C,
big deal
but
at
yeah,
all.
it works. It
Yeah.
does work.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Thunderbolt 3 and Thunderbolt 4 integration is seamless, then it should be fine. 'Cause
It should be fine. I mean, they're pretty good about all that stuff.
yeah, watch, we're gonna get in. It's gonna be, you need a Thunderbolt 4 adapter, and then we have to go back and get new adapters for everything.
I mean, they have Thunderbolt 3, the Thunderbolt 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would guess. So what else do you want to test besides Logic? I mean,
Battery.
Logic is a good test. A battery
Battery's
test.
the big one, because
'Cause that was-
the thing is that they announce is like you get like 20 hours of video playback, but 90% of the time when people buy this, they're not just going to be watching YouTube videos.
The M1 MacBooks, the original ones, they had amazing battery life.
But is it going to hold up over time? That's the big thing.
that is
It-
true.
It, like depending on the show, depending on how long the show is, between 30 minutes and an hour, it'll take me every bit of like 45 minutes to edit, and then another 30 minutes to export. So you're already looking at 2 to 3 hours of intense workload, which could drop battery percentage heavily. So is it going to be able to get through it? On top of having to do all the thumbnails and everything and upload, those are going to
True.
take another 40 minutes. So you're looking at probably every bit of from we turn off the camera to getting the episode up, you're probably looking at every bit of 4 hours. And most of that's just waiting,
Mhm.
because you have to wait for everything to export. You have to wait for everything to render. You have to wait for everything to get uploaded. It's
And
just
not to
of,
even
like,
mention
block time. That's for
the
sure.
importing
Oh God, yeah.
of the footage. I think realistically, you're gonna get 6 hours of high intense work.
That's would be close to my point as well.
I
Which,
think
if
you're gonna
that's
be able to make it.
possible- And
I
also,
still
you can
think
charge it in
you-
the car.
Yeah, that's true. I still think you're gonna want to be plugged in
Oh yeah, no.
when you're doing
Because
it.
you're gonna want to get max performance. That's just gonna be
Yeah.
how it works.
But we'll have to see. I have hopes for it.
I do too.
So DaVinci Logic games.
Games. Can't play games on your phone.
Should we just open a bunch of Chrome tabs?
How many Chrome tabs before the M1 Max?
There's
computer?
64 gigs of RAM, so you can open a lot of Chrome tabs.
Yeah, you can open like a whole 6.
Yeah, like 8 at least.
8. Oof. You're getting up there now. I don't even know if it can handle that. But yeah, we'll test that. I definitely think one of the reasons I moved towards the larger RAM was just because that the CPU and GPU share the same system memory. And that if you have, and at least in my head in the thought process, if you have a larger pool of memory, that's a lot more resources that can be pulled from there
I
for
agree.
maximum performance.
I think that we're gonna find some weird stuff to test out.
Yeah, I think
That's gonna be my prediction.
right now.
Here's the question though:
Hmm.
Is that the start of our new channel, or is that gonna be a podcast show?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. If we'll let the people know when it does happen.
Comment
Because I don't
what
know if
you
we'll be
think.
able to cram everything into an episode.
I don't think we'll be able to. I think comment what you think, but I'm kind of leaning towards making our
different thing.
channel for like other stuff and putting it on that.
Yeah.
It might not perform as well as the podcast videos, but
Hey, I definitely think that for the format's sake, if people are really interested, though.
we'll just
Seek
have an
it out.
extra clip this week talking about
Yeah.
how to go to our other channel.
Yeah. That'll be something we'll definitely move towards in the future. But in terms of length and time of getting it, it's so out of whack right now. We could either get it tomorrow or we'd get it at Christmas.
That is true. The timing
There's
on
no
it
way
is
of knowing.
very
They could get one in town
broad.
tomorrow on a truck, or they could wait until next January.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the scary thing, and that's one of the reasons that after this episode we'll talk about it still, but we can't really say too much because we won't know for sure until God knows when.
So in the meantime, Framework laptop. Send us a laptop for review.
I mean, yeah, I definitely think, I hope someday that we'll be able to do that. That's like the dream goal, is we'll be able to like, get a piece of.
I will legitimately email them.
You know, it'd be the ultimate dream goal.
What?
Was if we got sponsored by like Winnebago and they gave us like a, they gave us like
I
a
would love
van.
that. I would love that. That would be fun.
That's like the ultimate goal, is to get the van and then go to Montana,
You know what?
out of place Montana.
How about this? We get this episode out. We
Contact Winnebago.
no, we get the episode out. We get a clip of me talking about Framework earlier, and then we email them, and we'll just see.
You have to shoot your shot.
Yeah, I mean,
weirder things have happened.
yeah, weirder things definitely have happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's possible.
Linus could like have pity on us. He could be like, baby channel, give them computer.
Linus from Linus Tech Tips is just looking from above at us,
Linus.
saying, "I shall bless you."
And then like a Framework laptop falls from the screen. If we do contact one.
If we get a Framework laptop, we've got to edit that in now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
That's
edit.
what sucks.
Yeah, no,
That's gonna be our new channel.
We'll do it though. Why not? But I mean, in terms of like what we're doing in that, we're just gonna keep moving along, keep doing what we're doing,
Yeah,
and getting those. We're gonna get the Mac. We'll do a review on that. Hopefully, we'll get the Framework.
and we're gonna try. We're gonna try emailing them, see what happens.
Because we don't. We just blew all of our money.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll do it,
Why not?
and I'll tell you guys if they respond and what their response is, as long as it is something that I'm willing to share.
They just
What
say,
they say.
no. They just.
Yeah, they make me cry.
You get
No,
back
you
on-
suck, loser.
You come back when you have 28 subscribers and not 24.
Yeah.
Loser.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
But yeah, that's pretty much just been our episode. This has just been a rambling episode
Yeah.
about stuff going on. Not so much like new things that
It's
we've
mostly
discovered.
like an announcement episode. We've got
Yeah.
a lot going on. We got a lot of plans. We got a lot of plans that we gotta think about too.
Yeah.
You know, we're obviously we've talked about it, thinking about doing another channel of stuff that's more
Takes a lot more time.
Yeah,
to
a lot
conceive.
of kind of more long
Days type
not
shoots.
not necessarily long form content, but longer for us
Yeah,
to do,
to produce.
basically.
Longer productions.
Because I mean, the production time on this is really just
6
filming
hours.
it and then editing it.
And then uploading it and
Yeah.
doing graphic socials, all that's around 6 hours a day. But once a week, though, that's not
Yeah.
that much. And if you break that up over multiple days like we do, then it's really nothing. And
Mhm.
you take half the work, I take the other half, and we're done.
And then once we have this new MacBook, it's gonna cut down by a lot.
No, but it's just going to be exciting to see. And
Yeah.
we'll get there. We will get there. That's the crazy thing to think about.
That is true. We taking that loan out to get a van.
Yeah, here we go. Oop on the road.
We'll
sell the drum
we'll
kit.
put the MacBook up as collateral. There we go.
And then we'll put the van up as collateral for the Mac, and the Mac up as collateral
Yeah.
for the van.
We'll just trade them.
And so, like, if we fault on both, then the bank's just like fighting with
Well,
each
it's
other.
PIMDOS. It just cancels out.
Not PIMDOS, please. Not PIMDOS.
So we're gonna take out a loan for a van,
Maybe someday.
maybe.
That's the dream. We'll get like an
We-
oop sticker on.
We're
the
gonna be
side.
more responsible than taking a loan out for it.
No,
We probably won't, but
no, we're gonna do the inverse. We're gonna find one like on the side of the road, and we're just gonna be like, "This is ours now."
that's slight. You know, I think they're on the same level.
Yeah. Anyway, any final thoughts for today's episode? Just rambling.
I think it's gonna be really interesting to see our like specific use case performance for this laptop.
Wait and see.
I
And then we'll
think-
email framework and pray.
Yeah, and I am wondering. We're gonna tell you if it's all cracked up as it is.
Yeah.
Or if it's just kind of.
If it's overclaimed.
I think that it's gonna be pretty big.
Again, we'll wait and see.
See, and I think we both think that, seeing as you practically got one the day after we watched the video, so like a
We
week
pray.
ago.
We pray.
Actually, yeah, you got you
got the
started
return
getting this
policy, right?
laptop at a week ago.
We got the return policy right. Is that thing? Anyway,
We'll see how it goes.
thank you so much for watching, everyone. This has been episode 11. We have a lot more things that you'll hopefully see in the future, but for right now, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. My name's Josh Alexander,
My name's Colin Peevler.
and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.